Go ahead and put this. We're going to go ahead and spectate, and we're kicking this off, man. They're ready to rock. So here we are. Kickoff number 1 of this best of 7. JD versus KingRanny. And we got KingRanny, I believe, a currently top 10 ranked ones player. JD, formerly invited to the 12 Titans tournament, I believe this year. So we've got two very, very high tier ones players pacing off. And what we're trying to find out today is ultimately who the best player is. I know these guys have gone toe to toe here over the last couple months. I've seen a couple of their matches. Generally, I've seen KingRanny come out on top, but in a best of 7, man, it's really going to show who the strongest person is in the long run. You know, anybody can win one game. Anybody can win 2 or 3 games. We're going to see who can win the best of 7 here. And KingRanny putting up a strong defense. That shot on net, JD not going to be able to get back in time for that one. Already up by 1 here. 49 seconds into the first game. And KingRanny puts himself on the board and puts himself in the lead. What's up, Just Oreo? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Kickoff number 2. KingRanny. Solid stuff here on JD. And JD still not having his glasses. Still letting us know he does not have his glasses yet. I believe he also just got a controller today. So he should be playing pretty clean as far as that's concerned. No mechanical issues. And JD not having any mechanical issues there. KingRanny with a very nice flick putting it over the top. JD just too strong on that shadow defense. Trying to keep possession of this ball. You can see him taking this one back to his own corner now. And off the wall. Man, he's not going to get that second touch. KingRanny going to be picking this one up. Incredible flick coming out from KingRanny. And man, that's going to be a second goal. He is not missing that one. Very nice carry coming out from KingRanny. Right over the top of JD. And the control that he has to get that flick at just the right time is exactly the kind of mechanical solidness we're going to want to see from these players if they expect to win this match. No song request tonight, Treckle. There we are. 2-goal lead, KingRanny. Stopping this one a little bit short. Great kill shot there. You notice that he just bopped it up and recovered quick enough before JD could get up on it. Man, JD not giving him time for it a second time, though. Good speed coming out of JD. Sees KingRanny's whiff and it challenges it immediately. Not wasting a second as he puts himself only down by 1 now. ESL Monthly Elite title. Well deserved from such a deadly striker. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man. And here we are. 2 minutes into the game, JD tying it up. Very nice shot coming out over the top of KingRanny. Man, I don't think KingRanny expected that height coming around the corner here. You can see JD had a very low flick. The ball was very much on the front of his car, and KingRanny did not expect that kind of height coming out of a flick that was so far forward on JD's car. It's those fine reads that they're doing that are allowing them to pull themselves ahead in this match. God, that's going to be unfortunate. JD with a whiff. Man, these people do bleed, apparently. They are human, and they're showing us that here. KingRanny taking this one back downfield. JD on defense. Just trying to clear the ball out now, trying to keep himself out of the pressure zone, as KingRanny not even slacking a moment, crossing the halfway point of this game, still tied up. Man, this is a hell of a match we've got coming out from these two players. And that flick, a little side twist and a little 90-degree flick. Unexpected. Man, you would not expect somebody to get a 90-degree flick from this angle. You see KingRanny was already a parallel to the car, or to the ball, and was still able to pick it up, put it on top of him in a solid enough position, which requires a dribble. Requires a clean dribble while turning a corner. I mean, just incredible. Incredible play coming out. He should go to jail for that kind of flick. That's straight criminal. Somebody call 911, because this man is committing murder here on Manfield. Right there. Nice save coming out from JD, keeping this one alive. Only down by 1 now and crossing the 2-minute remaining mark. We are getting down to the danger zone. JD not feeling too much heat, as he puts this one down and in, tying this game up 3-3 now. Solo Felix, hello. Welcome in, man. Kickoff number 7. Coming out, KingRanny. Solid challenge, and that's going to be a shot on net, it looks like. Maybe a little bit high here, but not the second time. JD out of boost, not able to get the read off the backboard or the height to get this. Just really praying that KingRanny wasn't there, and he was all over that one. Pulling himself into the lead, 4-3 now. Chad, how are you, man? Headforge, thank you, man. I got a sweet host by Mr. KingRanny here. Beautiful gentleman, beautiful streamer as well. You guys should definitely check him out. If you guys haven't checked out KingRanny, you need to. He's an incredible player. It was very kind of him to come on today. And I'm sure, you know, the $135 prize pool didn't make him question it too much. 5-3 now. And he has taken a lead. Smelling money and getting hungry here. Working his way through his opponent. Over him, under him, it don't matter. He is trying to cut JD down to size here today. Currently up by 2. How's the prize pool thing work? So any donations, 90% of any donations that we get right now through PayPal specifically will go to the prize pool. And so you guys are more than welcome to kick in on that if you want to show some support for these guys coming out here and playing for us today. We may have a second match coming up after this one too, if I can get a hold of Broski and Broski and Blind. They're also very high level 1s players, so we might have a second card coming out, but this one shaping up to be a burner. KingRanny only up by 1 now, and JD with a nice hip shot, redirecting off the sidewall to put that one in. Very clean. KingRanny choosing the patient approach there. Very, very intelligent play, because Ranny, had he chose to challenge it the first time, likely would have ended up overcommitted due to JD's second touch back there in the corner. This pressure coming out, gonna be devastating for JD. Man, everywhere he looks, KingRanny is on top of him. You see right there, riding his bumper, pushing him up the wall, coming back around, taking it off his head. He is not giving JD an inch to work with, which is really what you have to do against players of this caliber. If you have that level of control, you might as well put it to use. And that's what these guys spend all this time working for. Off the wall here, KingRanny tapping this one over. That's going to be a dangerous touch as JD gets the breakaway. Is he going to be able to get the shot? He does, pinching that off the crossbar. Man, a little bit wide, but a great recovery to get this one into net. 6-5 now with 39 seconds left in game number 1. And it's already looking incredible, incredibly close. Even in game number 1, we are not seeing a shutout come out. Not yet, anyway. Get pwned, dude, they are incredible. They're incredible. JD with a burner on net, just slightly off target, though. Not going to find it. And JD, that soft flick, not going to be good enough against a player like KingRanny. A challenge coming out. Excellent control yet again on defense there. Keeps that one away from net. Allows him to stay in a more aggressive position too, because when you're capable of making those touches, you're capable of actually defending from really difficult situations. KingRanny keeping the pressure on him with 1 goal down and 2 seconds left on the clock. JD is going to be looking for one final shot here. The air drip coming out. KingRanny going to let it touch ground down. And that's going to be game number 1 going in favor of KingRanny.
Thanks for hosting this, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Get Pwned. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you decided to come out for this. We are now looking, let's see, KingRanny is up 1-0 and a best of 7. Match scores down. Let me move that, actually. Let me move that, because that's in like a really unreadable spot. Let's put it like right there. Nothing happens over there. Right? Right? Real professional stream. Real professional stream. Thank you for the 100 biddies, though, man. I appreciate that. Ranny is to Manny. Ranny's a strong player. JD, see, this is where the best of 7 comes into play, because even though JD's facing the nerves right now, the nerves will not affect you for 7 games. They can't. After game number 3, game number 4 gives you that opportunity to loosen up, forget about the tournament itself, forget about the match itself, and just play your absolute best. JD, I believe in you, man. I'm rooting for you personally. You know I believe in you. I want to see you take down this beast. I got to root for the underdog. Go Ranny. J-Bot, thank you for the 2 biddies, man, and welcome in. It's good to see you. Oh, shit. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. We got this. No problem. Did I just screw up his position? I did. Oh, my God. Sorry. Sorry, JD. All right, a little bit of technical difficulties there. That did not just happen. Y'all didn't see it. KingRanny making up for it anyway. Oh, my Lord. Very nice save coming out from him. And a great shot coming out from JD. Rigged match, right? Just putting JD in the back foot. Like, hey, how about you start back by the back wall, man? How's that sound? Out of position. JD making up for it, though. Pulling himself into the lead here. 0-1 now. 4:33 left in this game. Just barely starting out, and JD starting out strong. Those nerves starting to work themselves a little bit loose here in game number 2. You gotta love that owl on KingRanny's car, too. He's very inquisitive. And that's just how I imagine KingRanny being. He's a very smart, very intellectual type. I mean, he doesn't seem like the type to like, I don't know, smash beer cans on his face. Got a great smile, you know, good, solid professional dude. Same thing coming out from JD. Got JD, in the time I've spent talking to JD definitely has that hustler mentality. First game went in favor of KingRanny, Jax. But yeah, KingRanny, definitely the professional here, and JD, definitely the hustler, man. I have played semi-pro pool before in my life. And I can tell you from experience, there are typically 2 different types of players. There's the tournament players and there's the money players. They're the people who go to all the big events, that play professionally, they're in the spotlight, and you got your other people who are equally as good, but hide in the shadows and just like making that money. JD, it strikes me as that type of guy. I've seen him work his way through Twitch quite a few times. We're going to call out his game a little bit here. This man is hungry, and he likes making money. He loves making money, and it's really cool to see him put in the work he needs to. Great turn coming out from KingRanny there. JD up by 2 currently, but the pressure coming out from KingRanny, making it tough to get a third going. That's going to have to be a pinch off the ground. Otherwise, KingRanny going to be taking that one down. What up, Darkblaze? Adam, how are you, man? He's a $1.25. Yeah, I don't think smashing cans is KingRanny's strong point right here. Smashing goals, definitely JD's strong point. As we see this one, a great read coming off the wall and a 69-mile-an-hour ripper. Gonna go ahead and put himself in the lead by 3 now. 3-0 here in game number 2. Right, Meats? It's the only claim to fame I got in my life, okay, man? It's the only claim to fame I got in this life. JD is no joke, no. Appanak, JD was invited to the 12 Titans tournament, which for those out there who don't know, 12 Titans tournament is the 12 best players, a lot of them pros, but some of them just those top tier ones players that people know of get invited, handpicked to play in it. I mention it like once a night. It's probably JD actually, because he's younger. He's like 14. He was hanging out with his friends or something that weekend, so he chose not to go. He turned it down. He's like, nah, I got plans like spring break or something, you know. As a 14-year-old, man, the decisions we make not always the best. But right here, this one paying out a little bit better. KingRanny bringing himself only down by 1 now. Season 7 Grand Champion versus the ESL Monthly League. God, you gotta love those titles too. The White Dracos. I actually watched JD pick up this White Octane and these White Dracos this morning. This is a new development for his ride, so he is proudly displaying that here today. Still up by 1, but KingRanny definitely making a strong comeback. Good control coming out here off the wall. JD, excellent challenge. 130. Thank you, Art. It's good to see you in here tonight. Oh, what happened to your stream? Yeah, a 14-year-old holding his own against KingRanny. I mean, we're talking the only other person I can speak to that's about that age that can play anywhere near that level. Definitely, y'all know him, Scottish kid, Scrub. Scrub. Yeah, Scrub Killer. I mean, JD and Scrub Killer, two incredibly young, not even old enough to play RLCS. Not even old enough, man. They can't even play in the real tournaments, but these guys definitely going to be up-and-comers here in the next couple of years. You can see right here, control coming out from JD, not going to be solid enough. KingRanny tying this game up with 1:48 left on the clock. Man, what power coming out from KingRanny. 59-mile-an-hour shot there to put that one in. You gotta love it. Scrub is now? Oh, is he 15 now? But chose not to play in it? Okay. Sometimes, you know, the stories can always be different, Nick. So yeah, I go off what I heard. If that's what you're saying happened, that's what happened. I don't know. I'm no expert. So he'll be in RLCS? Right on. First killer? I've never heard of first killer, no. Great turn coming out from JD. And the touch over the top, just off target, but a good beat over KingRanny. That's the kind of stuff we're going to have to see. He's just going to have to find the target next time. And the boost steal's coming out here. Keeping possession in his favor. Not wanting to make any mistakes, man. If you hand this ball over to KingRanny, if KingRanny's able to get one more goal here, you likely won't get a chance to come back. The defensive capabilities of these players, just too strong. JD with an excellent fake there. You notice how he slowed down just slightly, baiting KingRanny into the flick and then rushing it downfield. Man, that is going to be a shot. KingRanny out of boost and out of time here. 48 seconds left on the clock as JD brings himself into the lead by 1. Incredible shot. Great challenge coming out from JD, and man, looking strong to win game number 2 here. He's a young god. Oh. Yeah, first killer was not in the last 12 Titans. Oh, man. I just missed a kickoff goal here coming out from KingRanny. We're going to see the whole thing right here. Great touch. And JD not having the boost to get up or the space. Ends up giving up one more goal there. Tied up in just 6 short seconds. Coming down to the wire here. Next goal likely to be the one. Unless JD can get... What a carry. My lord. Look at that. The control coming out from him. Getting this up on his car just in front of KingRanny and drifting it gently through the air like a leaf blowing in the wind all the way into net and all the way to the 1-goal lead with 37 seconds left. Man, there's 2 goals coming out in 11 seconds from these players. And they're definitely turning up the heat. Both of them getting aggressive here in the final seconds of this match. KingRanny taking solid possession of this one, getting a quick flick and putting it back at a 5-5 game. Very high scoring game now. 10 goals total between these two players. Sweets, Sage, bye. Bye-bye. I will see you later, Sweets. Have a good night. Buddy Blinker, welcome in. Lego Juan, how are you? JD, excellent challenge there at the goal line, getting a save. And KingRanny out of boost. Ooh, no longer. As he's able to get this one cleared out. JD gonna have to be incredibly careful here. As he very well maybe getting the last shot of the game with 3 seconds left. Man, KingRanny, a nice slide down the wall, but JD reading the fact that he wasn't able to turn around fast enough. He is able to turn this one hard into net around the corner and put himself in the lead. That speed coming out. Phenomenal. From this up-and-coming player. JD letting that one touch ground.
Love the casting, bro. Very good commentary plus Chad reading, solid stream.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Apin Tech, I appreciate the 100 biddies, man. You rock. Greatly appreciated. J-Bot, if you're still out there, man, I want to get you in on a match like this. We're trying to do viewer-funded prize pools. We're actually going to be looking at doing a ones tournament weekly for $100 prize pool minimum. So if you guys like ones or you're good players out there, make sure you join the Discord or follow me on Twitter because I'll be sending some updates on that. Let me go ahead and get the match score updated here. JD bringing himself onto the board here, 1-1 now. Holy close matches indeed, man. He's only 14, right, Pop Crush? Only 14. I'm not leaving the seat. You didn't expect this to be a real match? Oh man, yeah. If you haven't heard of JD, you're definitely going to remember his name after tonight. Definitely going to remember his name after tonight. Thank you guys for sticking to the same teams. Makes it a lot easier for the scorekeeping here. Yeah. Kickoff number 1 coming out in game number 3. A beautiful flick coming out from JD. That's like a 135 degree flick. Check out this angle. That's how you keep it low but powerful. Oh no, that's pretty much a 90. At the angle he was coming in, that was pretty much a 90. So still, great control coming out from JD and putting himself in the lead. Second game in a row by 1. In the first 10 seconds of the match. Jordan Lowell, welcome in, dude. Good to see you. Yeah. KingRanny, he knew what he was in for here today. I've seen, if you don't follow KingRanny on YouTube, there are some other matches he's played against JD before, and they've been incredibly close. That's actually what prompted me to get these two together on the stream today, was the fact that I'd seen them play, and they're both incredibly close players with very good one skills. And I knew it would be just a phenomenal match right here, showing us exactly what we're talking about. KingRanny down by 1. And just not able to overcome the defense of JD. It's amazing that the angles that these guys come in at, because so often you don't see them coming in for the challenge until they're already on top of you. That excellent shadow defense coming out, that was definitely a save. I don't care what the game says. JD, very nice save there in the red zone. It's KingRanny. Solid backflip there. Putting this one back downfield. Would beat a mere mortal, but not a player like JD. The challenges coming out here. Both players out of boost, and neither one backing down, knowing the first moment of weakness they show is going to be the moment that they get scored on. KingRanny slipping up just a little bit there, sliding just a little far away from the ball, and showing me exactly what we were talking about. Any space given to players of this caliber is going to result in a shot or a goal. Right there, JD up by 2 now. 3:37 remaining in this game. This is Rocket League. Not lurking anymore? Welcome in, Art. Good to see ya. Officially. And KingRanny, clean breakaway there. JD not going to be back on that one. 1-2 now. And game number 3. Very strong shot coming out from KingRanny. 49 mile an hour. Good speed coming around that corner. Good pressure. Keeps that one moving downfield. Is only so fast your car can move, and you just simply can't catch up to the ball sometimes. You think JD has the antidote, huh, Apentech? Man, JD has... Yeah, it's interesting, their play styles, because they do vary slightly, but it's something that JD and I have talked about specifically before. At the highest level of ones, a lot of times you have to change up your play styles because you're just simply not going to be able to challenge these guys head to head. You know, if KingRanny has an opportunity to take a shot, he's going to take the shot, and he's going to make the shot. Right here, showing us exactly what we're talking about. Very clean side flick to put that one over the top of JD, and excellent speed. And that ties the game up, man. Just crossing the 2-minute mark of this match. 2-2 again. I remember when games were played here. Oh God, Talon, how are you, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, I usually do play about the first 2 hours, but tonight, scheduling working out the way it is, I didn't want to keep Randy and JD up all night, so we just started off with this. JD, an incredible comeback there. 3 goals to 2. And a nice save coming out from KingRanny, keeping the pressure off his net. Man, air dribble coming out from JD. Dangerous in that pinch from KingRanny. Sending that one flying downfield. JD racing back to the net. Good control here to get that dribble. He noticed this time he didn't try to immediately challenge the ball again. The first time JD did that in game number 1, he attempted to immediately catch the ball and then flick it over the top of Ranny. Ranny didn't challenge the ball, though, in that situation. So this time, JD, understanding that KingRanny does not challenge balls in that situation, took advantage of that fact to push the ball further downfield. And that's one thing that I know from JD specifically. He is an excellent, methodical reader of his opponents. And KingRanny gonna have to change up his play style if he wants to be able to keep JD down in this best of 7. That right there, first demo I think we've seen coming out of KingRanny, is gonna open up the window he needs and tie this game up 3-3 now. Doing something other than Rocket League? I've pretty much just been casting lately. I've been trying to get better at it, man. That's all I've been working on for the last month. Like, everybody says I should do casting, so screw it. I'll cast every night of the stream until I work for RLCS or something. And then we'll go back to playing games. I don't know. A-list JPEG, how are you tonight, man? Betting metaphorically? I'm betting more figuratively on Ranny. Because KingRanny, statistically the better player here, showing us that dominance by putting himself in the lead. Excellent turn to whip that one into net from crossfield. 4-3 now. And a 43-mile-an-hour shot coming out. A little bit of style there and a little bit of flair. Revolt, Danger, how you doing, man? Ranny does have the clinical shots. That's something you often see from the best tournament players, is they tend to have a very mechanically cut and dry play style. They tend to play a certain way, and they tend to play that way very well. And it tends to make it easier because it's less variable for them to coordinate with teammates. Somebody like JD would most likely have a harder time adapting to a team play style simply because of the fact that he plays so much ones and his play style is so variable in that sense. And, you know, it's just, of course, my speculation from what I know. It makes JD an incredible ones player, but I don't know how he would do in the professional scene. You can definitely see the difference in play styles, though, between these two players based on their experiences thus far in Rocket League. JD down by 1 with 43 seconds left on the clock, trying to fake Ranny out. Ranny, too strong for that. Keeps this one away from net as this clock ticks down. And yet again, we have a very close match. Not a breakaway, not running out of control. Both players down to the wire. And that's going to be a shot coming out from KingRanny. Absolutely. JD out of boost. No time to get back on that one. And that's going to pull KingRanny up to a 2-goal lead here. At the pace they've been setting, is very likely may have been the last goal of the game. We may have to see some incredible kickoffs coming out from JD as he tries to figure out his opponent just a little bit better. Perhaps be able to get a better read on his kickoffs. Right there, a little slower kickoff coming out from JD. And you can see that fine control as he tries to mix it up just slightly. It works out favorably, but KingRanny on defense is going to keep this one pressured on JD. JD out of boost. Not going to be able to turn this one around. Not in 5 seconds. Great save coming out regardless. And JD going to be dribbling this one down. And KingRanny getting blasted out of the way. Very nice shot coming out from KingRanny, or sorry, from JD right here. You can see it yet again. He knows he's not going to be able to beat KingRanny. So watch this change as he shifts his car forward and blasts him out. Beautiful. Yeah, it takes the lemons away when you bet. Very, very nice bump goal coming out. And that was just first showcased, I believe, at the last RLCS tournament. Right here, JD showcasing it for us again. And KingRanny coming out on top. Now up 2-1 now. Now up 2-1 now. So this is why we're working on casting. We're not there yet. Whew. That first flick was nuts. God, it was. XD191, yeah, KingRanny decided to bring all his boys over here. I'm sorry, I'm going to be taking these minutes so I can breathe a little bit. I think it's very important as casting, so I can talk more. Because man, I want to suffocate. Does JD have a stream? I don't think JD streams. He doesn't have the internet for it. I think he said he's got like 200 kilobytes up and down. JD with 200 kilobytes up and down is like barely enough to even play Rocket League on. Did I get eye drops? I did not get eye drops today. We are dry. We are not moist in any portion of our body. Our mouth is dry. Our eyes are dry. We are just at it. Dial up, right? That's like straight DSL status going on. We're talking like 2003 top of the line internet going on at JD's house. But right here, we are not seeing 2003 style plays coming out of JD. We are seeing modern, precise, Deadly shots coming out of JD. Look at that ripper, 65-mile-an-hour burner in only 4 seconds. One of the faster kickoff goals we've seen. I mean, it doesn't get much faster than a 4-second kickoff goal. Should do an intermission for the matches? I could, yeah. Does DSL not have 200 kilobytes? Yeah, I think DSL nowadays is even more than that. But I remember DSL. I remember when T1 and T3 connections were just awesome. Either way, KingRanny riding the lightning here, not needing that old dial-up speed. He is definitely pulling in billion megabytes a second as he pulls himself into the lead, or not the lead, but tying the game up 1-1 here. 27 seconds in this match. Very clean play coming out from KingRanny. God, the control these guys have coming around the corners is phenomenal. DSL in the 90s? I don't know, man. I'm 32 years old. I remember getting a 200 kilobyte, 256, I think it was, in like 2002, 2003, and it being like awesome. It was a nice upgrade from dial-up. Clean shadow defense coming out from JD. Upgrading his defensive game. And JD with a nice touch here. KingRanny able to get up high enough, and JD a little bit too much speed and power on that one to keep it low and in net. Hell of a challenge, though, coming out from JD, and that's going to be a shot on net. JD not going to be whiffing that one. Glasses or no, that man can see clearly these short distance shots. Very clean touch coming out from JD. Nice air roll, too, to put that control he needs on it to get the speed and the angle. White Dracos, white Octane, all white, man, like it's his wedding day. Showing up in style here. Who brought the cake? That's the real question. 32, you young? Maybe a halfway intermission would be good. I mean, I got an intermission scene. I wasn't set up for that, but we could totally do it. Unexpected Metallica. Ooh, is that an actual subreddit? And Rexer, thank you so much for coming by, man. Good to see you. 2-1 here in favor of JD. 90 seconds into the match. And these players starting to stretch out as they come. This is game number 4. They are starting to loosen up here. JD finally figuring out his opponent. This is why you got to see those best of 7s, because a lot of times the best skilled players will take a little bit of time to figure out their opponents. And that's what we're seeing right here now. JD up by 2 now against KingRanny. Incredible play. Ooh, that whiff, though, coming out. Actually, that was most likely intentional. He just went back for the boost. Great challenge, though. Man, the reads these guys are capable of. Astounding. JD, excellent read on that one, but not good enough. KingRanny going to take that one down and in, putting himself at a 1-goal deficit here. Nice challenge from KingRanny, man. He angled his car slightly down and to the right, reading JD's nose, knowing that JD's car would most likely be angled towards the midfield. He used that to his advantage there. And that's exactly what we're talking about reading your opponents. You know, if you've played a few games against somebody, you can start to feel out where their weak points are. And if you're paying close enough attention, you can absolutely begin to pick apart their flaws. JD showing us what we mean here. 2-4 now. Solidly in the lead still. At 2:55 remaining in this game. Great challenge, but just not good enough. And JD taking a solid lead here in game number 4. What you said, but it perfectly fit. Right on, man. It's all good. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not reading chat too much right now, guys. I'm trying to focus on this match. Normally I bounce between chat and casting pretty heavily. But, you know, since we have such a big prize pool on this, I want to give these guys every bit they deserve for being here today. And we're crossing the halfway point of this match. 2:30 left in this game. As KingRanny doing a nice little floater. Nearly getting that in. JD, just too tall. Reaching up there and slapping that one down. KingRanny looking to take this one back around the backboard. This air touch going to be a little bit dangerous, but manages to get it underneath JD, and that might very well be a shot. KingRanny not able to get it on net. That turn just too steep. The cut just too hard. And JD safely staying back on this one, knowing KingRanny's going to get that touch. Chooses just to go back into a defensive position right here. See him collecting boost and staying back yet again. He knows he's got the lead, and you can see his playstyle adjusted to reflect that. Because he knows he's at the advantage, he does not need to play too aggressively, although he's going to have to do something more, because if he lets KingRanny turn into a rabid Wolverine on him like this, KingRanny is going to shred every bit of livestock JD has left on his farm and take this one away from him. We're at 3-4 now, and KingRanny making the comeback here with 1:38 left on the clock. Nice touch coming out from KingRanny. Right here, JD feels backflip, man. I don't know if he did that intentionally. I got to imagine a player his caliber doesn't backflip accidentally. However, it looked like he had a clean beat on KingRanny. He may just not have had the read on where KingRanny was and chose to back out and play it safe. Again, he is up by 1. He knows that he doesn't have to make too aggressive a play. You just can't back down pressure. And that's a mistake I see a lot of ones players make. They get a lead and they think they can only play defensively, but the best defense is a good offense, as we often know. KingRanny definitely knows this. You can see it reflected in his play style. He does not change it up too much as he goes throughout the course of the game. Just simply enough to beat his opponent out. Right here, JD. Danger territory as this one goes back to his back wall. Man, he is lucky that one was off target. That would have been a clean shot coming out from KingRanny. That one as well, man, very lucky. JD gonna have to do something special if he wants to keep this pressure out of his net. Coplando, how are you? $18-hour match hype. Yeah, we're not going to flip the script on him like that. KingRanny not able to get the save on that one. And JD going to take a 2-goal lead here in game number 4. That might be it here in game number 4 as well, because with 10 seconds left on the clock, KingRanny going to have to make 2 kickoff goals or a 6 0-second play if he wants to make this one happen. And we very possibly could be taking this all the way to the maximum games. Casey Andrews, how are you, dude? Right there, that's going to be it for game number 1. No, sorry, game number 4, going down to the corner. And these guys putting on a great show match for us here today. Got to appreciate them being here. Let me go. We can hit the intermission. Let me go ahead and hide the info. Hide the timer. Yeah, man. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, lordy. Been playing Fortnite with my cousins. Nice, man. Nice, nice. It is, yeah, it's 2-2 right now. Match score 2-2. You guys taking it? You guys are going to take it to game number 13. I can see it already. They're going to take it all the way down. Quick breath here. Oh, man. I got to love this. I got to love this. A best of 7 is definitely a long series. It's a long series to cast, and it's a long series to play in. These guys pulling out some incredible stamina here for us today. 3 saves coming out from JD, 0 saves from KingRanny. Yeah, 2-2 against top 10 in the world, man. You really can't ask for a better match than that. You really can't. Let's go ahead and kick this off. We got the next game going. Whew. Man. First to 7? Oh, is best of 7 first to 4? Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what a best of 7 is. I'm insane. I was thinking race to 7. So, oh, all right. If it's a best of 7, we're gonna do it to 4, because that's what I've been telling them. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just wanted to have him here, okay? I just work here, man. I just work here. This is why we need like a marketing department to be like, dude, you know that a best of 7 isn't actually 7 games, right? It's not a race to 7. I'm just used to race to 7s, man. I've been thinking about pool too much lately. Yeah, I was trying to keep playing each other for like 2 hours, man. It can be 7 games, that's for sure. And right now, 2-2. If it's a best of 7, then we are looking at the first one to 4 to win this. And JD, beautiful save coming out there, is going to keep this one off net. And KingRanny winning that challenge is going to put the first goal of the game down here. Man, this is the first time we've seen a game go where it wasn't a goal in the first 15 seconds. KingRanny with a clean turn there. No more kickoff goals. These guys have got each other picked out, pegged, and knowing exactly what they're capable of. This is when the real heat starts. These guys have had plenty of time to figure each other out. 2-2 currently. And KingRanny with a clean flick. Going to be sending that one downfield. Knowing JD is going to get the save, though, he chooses to wait in a good defensive position, waiting for his moment to strike, and it nearly pays off there. JD's defense just a little bit too strong. God, what a challenge coming out from KingRanny. Look at that shot. Devastating. And JD, thinking it was in, choosing to back off there just momentarily, not realizing it hits the crossbar. Very clean save regardless coming out. And KingRanny, man, that was a disgusting shot. You just don't see those very often. Oh my God. The power. 73-mile-an-hour shot from half field. 73, KingRanny. You don't see that ever. I've never seen a 73-mile-an-hour shot from like a non-passing scenario. The only way I've ever seen a 73-mile-an-hour shot is when one player crosses it across the field and the other one hits it. I've never seen anything above 68 miles an hour. I'm sorry, I'm just incredibly impressed by that. That was literally the fastest shot I've ever seen anybody do by themselves in a flick. Insane. Judy Beard, how are you, man? Gotta make dinner? Hey, thanks for coming by, dude. I appreciate it. Right now, KingRanny only up by 1 against JD. That was a beautiful shot coming out from JD. Faking KingRanny out and putting it underneath of him. Here again, JD playing the fake, but not actually committing for it. And that almost worked out against KingRanny. He's doing all these tricks, man, and he's making them faster than I can even talk about them at this point. Because these guys are dialed in. They're on fire right now. And JD, nice clean touch coming off the wall. That's going to be a nice save coming out from KingRanny. Up 2-1 here. Coming up on the halfway point of this match. That flick not going to be powerful enough. Definitely not 73 miles an hour on that one. But JD going to take possession of this one. And that flick against KingRanny with no boost. Not able to make the turn fast enough. And he is going to tie this game up. Man, look at the control here. So JD gets the flick. KingRanny runs out of boost and goes in front for the challenge. But JD there just in time to send it to the right side behind KingRanny and prevent that save to tie this game up. All calculated and all controlled. These guys don't do that stuff accidentally. From the moment he flicked that ball, he knew exactly what he had to do. And that's why I love watching these guys. Yet again here crossing the halfway point and yet again tied up. These guys have put on an amazing show match for us here today. Hope to each win one more and I don't care who wins. Man, it's been incredible so far. Regardless, we've got at least one more game coming up after this. And KingRanny looking to take this one down in his favor. Very nice read off that wall to put himself in the lead by 1 now. Clean touch coming out from KingRanny. God, both these players capable of those nose-in wall taps to shoot them off at the right angle and put them in net. We've seen JD do it. We've seen KingRanny do it. Again, that level of finesse and control only found in the top players. Very, very beautiful thing to witness. Oh, and once again, JD faking the flick. You notice how he switched it up 3 times now. The first time he faked the flick and dropped it down, he beat KingRanny. The second time he went to fake the flick, but actually went for the flick and KingRanny read the flick. This time he tried to fake the flick. KingRanny read the flick and he dropped it down. That is the second time JD has gotten away with that same faking maneuver in this tournament. And to see him pull that off, he has definitely got Ranny figured out. It seems that all 3 times Ranny has committed for the actual flick shot. Tried to split the difference as you often do, but it's not going to be enough. JD, that save, not going to be good enough, man. I don't think that was the touch he wanted. These players, as I said, do bleed occasionally, and he did not catch that on the side of his car. He was most likely looking to catch and dribble that cross field, but it ended up bopping off. And KingRanny pulling ahead here with less than 90 seconds remaining in this game. Lego Juan, how pumped are you, dude? You've spoken in nothing but emotes, but I need you to tell me via emotes how pumped you are, man. Because I'm feeling pumped right now. Minute 12, JD with another shot on net. KingRanny going to be up for this one. Nice save. Picking up that savior medal. Show me with your emotes. I need to know, guys. We need to feel the hype. KingRanny taking himself up by 2 now. And that is fantastic. Fantastic control coming off the wall from KingRanny. Did you see that little slide catch he did to keep possession of that ball? He's clinical. We should nickname this guy the Surgeon because he is out here doing surgery on the field. JD looking like a lumberjack. KingRanny looking like a neurosurgeon, working his scalpel precise shots in on JD, and JD now down 6-3. Not where he wanted to be coming into the final game. Dr. Ranny and Lumberjack JD. These guys. JD the tree chopper and Ranny the brain chopper. I don't know. I'm trying here, man. I'm trying. Work with me. Work with me. Here we are, 6-3 with 38 seconds left on the clock, and JD gonna most likely be getting that. Oh my God, what an incredible save from Ranny. This one gonna be going in. JD putting it in with 30 seconds left on the clock. Is he gonna be able to make a comeback? Ones, absolutely anything can happen in a ones match, man. I like that little hop he did to change position. He read the backboard touch, so he chose to go wide, but once he read that it came off the crossbar, he landed. The whole reason he jumped there in the interim was so that he could make that change of decision depending on where that ball hit. And that was an incredible choice coming out from JD. It allowed him to get that next shot, and really, it's what you have to do against players of this caliber. 16 seconds left on the clock, and JD looking to put another one on net. He finds it. And 14 seconds remaining, down by 1. JD with an incredible comeback this game. Just a few seconds ago, down by 3, half the score of KingRanny. Now only down by 1 and in striking distance of taking this game to overtime. Ten seconds. The clock is ticking down, and JD looking to put the pressure down on KingRanny. Nice touch coming out from KingRanny. He's going to keep this one away from net. JD off the wall. Is Ranny going to be able to challenge this? Whoo! My lord! Very close. JD choosing to roll his car over because he noticed that Ranny was going to be in the line for the challenge. So what he did instead was slow down his forward momentum, flip his car over, and go for a ceiling reset shot. Didn't have his flip though, and the fact that he didn't have his flip is actually what allowed him to miss that shot. KingRanny with an incredible shot there coming out. Yeah, we're going to save the replays here, man. I totally forgot to be doing that. Match score. That's going to put KingRanny up 3-2 now in this best of 7. Now that we know what a best of 7 is. JD, I think, has to reset his router, so he's actually going to be stepping out. So let's go back to the lobby here for a second. We'll go ahead and cut to an intermission while JD does that. Let's get it going. Kickoff coming out here. And this is game number 6. You got my follow? Vuri, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Hell of a match indeed. JD, very nice dribble coming out here. Going to be trying to take it over the top, and the bump comes out. Takes it. Takes it down. God, yet again, this is the second time in this series we have seen JD get the bump goal. And he has got these down to a science here. 10 seconds into this match, he has already put one more goal on net. Senual Games and Vuri, thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Can Xbox play in the tournament? Caillou, when we run tournaments later tonight, yeah, we'll do some for Xbox for sure. And here we are, 1-1. KingRanny tying this one up, man. If KingRanny wins this game, he is going to win the series overall. JD needs to win the next 2 games if he wants to hope to come back and take this down. $115 on the line. Again, anybody who wants to pitch in on this, we do have a viewer funded prize pool right now, PayPal donations only. And if you guys want to throw in some support for these guys playing for us here today, I'm sure they would appreciate it. It's been an incredible match coming out between these guys. Just crossing the 30-second mark on this match, and JD with possession, tied up 1-1. KingRanny, dirty, devilish, and destructionary shot coming out. I said destructionary, best caster word of my life. Off the wall right here, nailing that one. Far side of net, JD just not able to reach out there. His arms just not long enough to stretch out and grab that one. This is live, Catnip. This is live, 100%. And here we are, JD down by 1 now. KingRanny already with a 2-goal lead coming into the 1-minute mark of this game. Nice save coming out from JD. Good stop, but he's not going to be able to get possession of it. He's trying to fake KingRanny out and get him to overcommit, but KingRanny just too calculated of a player to make such a simple mistake. And again, if KingRanny is able to take this game down, he will win this 4-2 series overall. JD looking to not let that one happen. Beautiful crossfield flick here, 65-mile-an-hour ripper. And God, man, the power coming out from this man is exactly what we're going to have to see him come into the next game. 2-2 here, tied up at 3:41 left in the clock. That's my brother? KingRanny's your brother? Nice, Catnips. I've seen you in his stream before, actually. How you doing? It's good to see you here. Incredibly well matched, man. Yeah. I honestly was a little bit concerned because JD hasn't been that well ranked, but I've heard he can turn it up when he wants to. I've talked to some of the people he coaches. He coaches some pro players. I think JD is doing coaching for not Blind RL. Is it Blind? No, not Blind RL. Who is it? Oh God, I can't remember their team name right now. But yeah, he's doing coaching for one of the pro teams. And most likely will be moving into the pros himself here in the future, showing us exactly what he's capable of here today with all the technique coming out that he can muster. KingRanny going to be sending this one downfield, and JD not going to be able to get back on this one fast enough. Come into the next game. Your brother's amazing, incredible. For sure. KingRanny is an incredible player, and he's demonstrating that for us here today. 3-2 now. At 2:47 remaining in this game, JD, pressure definitely on for this man. On the back foot here. Not the position he wanted to find himself in. Down by 1 game and down by 1 goal. He's going to have to pull out all the stops here if he wants to put KingRanny down. Honestly, though, he's done an excellent job thus far of picking apart his opponent's defense and taking advantage of all the small mistakes that KingRanny makes. And right here, yet again, keeping that offensive pressure on. He is not going out without a fight. The dribble coming out and the bump, but this one not going to pay off. God, that is the 3rd bump goal he has attempted. Almost pulling it off, too. This air drib going to have to go far on net, and KingRanny, his arm's definitely long enough to reach out and touch that one. Sending it wide, and that's going to be a shot on net. JD just not able to get there in time, and KingRanny pulling himself.
Any guys getting invested in a Rocket League match de Smart deserve a little extra.
Indeed. Indeed. Lovito extra. $5 more added for these guys. KingRanny, your prize pool just went up, man. We're at $120 now for this prize pool. And JD with possession of this ball in the danger zone. Down by 2 and coming down to the wire. In the final minute 45 of this game, I want to see a game number 7. I want to see a game number 7 come out from these guys. Or game number 7 would be absolutely amazing. Right now, neither one of them wanting to take it to game number 7, though. KingRanny, knowing the capabilities of JD, not going to give him any space. Not messing around with this food here today, because this food is one that has teeth. KingRanny taking himself to a 3-goal lead. Now, we did see a 3-goal lead in the last 45 seconds of the last game. If you want to add money, Catnips, just donate via PayPal to my donation link. And we'll be doing this. You know, this tournament, try to win, it's 120. This was just a show match we're doing here today, Very. Right there, JD trying to make that comeback. Very clean touch. And look at this control as he takes it up. KingRanny with the touch. JD reading the fact that he was going to get the touch and putting himself in an excellent position. Man, that is a hard cut to whip yourself back around to get that shot back on net. JD doing excellent mechanical work here and showing exactly why we're calling him the Lumberjack from now on. KingRanny, still the surgeon here though, slicing that one cleanly across his opponent's nose. Straight up facial reconstruction on JD here. And that one's going to put him in a lead 6-3. Yet again, looking like game number 5 all over again. Oh, we don't have to ask JD. No, when you assign somebody a nickname, they just kind of get it. I think that's how it works in the world. God, that was not the one that JD wanted. KingRanny now up by 4 with 1 minute left on the clock. And we're starting to see KingRanny pull ahead here. He's smelling cash at this point. And I know JD, being the young man he is, has got to be feeling the nerves, got to be feeling the pressure. This is the moment where you have to really buckle down mentally and you have to play your absolute heart out, because even though you're down by 4, it doesn't mean the game's over, and it doesn't mean that you need to do anything insane to win it. You just have to keep the same mechanical level of precision you've had throughout the course of the match. 8-3 though now. KingRanny taking this one down and JD throwing in the towel, man. That is going to be it. KingRanny, the victor, doing a victory lap here. JD has left the game. Now let's go ahead and watch KingRanny ride it in, because he is going to be the winner of this show match that we have here. JD, incredibly well played, man. Incredibly well played. And right here, a little bit of showboat, man. We're just going to ride it in. $120 celebration for KingRanny. Very clean play.